Here's a simple thing you can do to stay out of trouble with them and reframe for success. Woke up this morning and go through my normal routine. First thing I think when I wake up, crap, I got so much to do. I am so overwhelmed. There's so much opportunity. Bills need to get paid. Got to figure out some ways to make some extra money. Make sure things are taken care of. I got clients to take care of. Got family to take care of. Relationships to nurture. Just a whole lot of stuff going on. And I automatically start getting in my head like, man, I got all this. And I get overwhelmed. And getting overwhelmed is actually a good thing. Because if you're overwhelmed, it means that you're at least have something to do. You may not be doing anything. In my case, I don't feel that I'm doing enough. But the thought that I had was, okay, this is a lot. There's a lot of projects we have going on. We've got 2 different events coming up that we got to put butts in seats or faces on Zoom. And this is what we do. We do this all the time. Got a couple site visits coming up, some lunch and learns. All these thoughts going around in my head. I'm a visionary. I think a lot of stuff goes on, and I'm always putting all the pieces together. And delegation is something that I'm getting better at. So got all this going around in my head. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I just start to spiral downward. Like I'm spiraling downward. You know what I'm talking about when you got so much to do. You're just like, I don't know where to start. The key is just to start. But here's a quick reframe. And what I mean by reframe, just change the way you think about it. Right now, I was thinking about it as, okay, I got all this stuff to do. Who's going to do this? I got to get this to Nate, get this to the team. These people got to do this. I'm thinking through all this. And in reality, I'm overwhelmed, but I'm not really overwhelmed. I'm switching my thought process on that. I have opportunity. I have a lot of opportunity, which is on the positive note. If I say I have a lot of opportunity, I'm like, okay, well, that's a good thing. Which piece of my cake first? Versus I'm overwhelmed, I feel like I'm being pulled down. That simple shift in thinking switched it for me. I'm like, okay, I got a lot of opportunity. Let's prioritize that opportunity. Now I'm thinking, okay, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, appreciative for the opportunity. Which one? Okay, yeah, this is the first one. So we got to reach out to folks in the playbook that I know are going to want to upgrade and come to the event. So we'll start with that. Then we're going to go to goal mapping. We're going to put that date together, start letting people know about that, how we can help them. And part of the goal mapping, this is one of the processes, is reframing. So this is tied directly into that. So just that simple perspective shift, instead of saying I'm overwhelmed, it's nope, I got a lot of opportunity. Let me pick and choose the opportunity that I'm going to take first, so that, overwhelm drags you down. Good morning. When you think overwhelm, it drags you down. But when you think opportunity, it lifts you up. So don't think of overwhelm or whatever you need to reframe. Reframe it differently so that you're basically mind screwing yourself. I'll keep it PG today. But when you mind screw yourself now, instead of thinking, it's like I think it's Henry Ford quote. If you think you are, you aren't, or you can, or you can't, you're right. So if you're sitting there, I'm overwhelmed, and it's just dragging me down. Just imagine, like, every time you think you're overwhelmed, I put another cinder block on my leg, and I'm trying to tread water, and I just keep going down. And it's like, wait a minute, I have opportunity. Opportunity is cutting the cinder block off, is rising you further, and you're appreciative. Because you can't be both. You can't be appreciative and overwhelmed at the same time. Just like you can't be happy and sad at the same time. They're both decisions. So think about reframing whatever it is that's holding you down. It's something quick you can do. My fiance sent me something the other day where a guy said, set a timer for a minute and do it for 9 times. When you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling, in this case, it was regret, or what was it? Well, when you're feeling a certain way, that's on the negative side. Set a timer for a minute, and for 9 minutes, take 9 different things you're appreciative for, and just be appreciated for those over 10 minutes. 9 minutes, and it'll watch what happens. And just not even taking a minute to do that, bringing up appreciation for opportunity versus the negative sentiment with overwhelm, immediately shifted my mind. I'm like, okay, boom, I got this, I need to dial in on this, and I'm not thinking about everything else. So there's massive power in reframing so that you can get your head out of the dirt and move. And a lot of agents out here are in a situation where they need to get their head out of dirt. Again, I'm gonna keep this PG this morning, and look up and see the opportunity that is there. We can always look at something in the negative, like, oh, it's not here, but there's plenty of opportunity if you look for it. And the key is making sure that you reframe it and then just do. Like, you got to go do. So if this is valuable, we have a whole lot more for you in a goal mapping workshop that's coming up. It's going to be a virtual, 100% virtual workshop. This will help you get 100% clarity on your life, not just your business. Doesn't matter if you've set goals before. This is more than goal mapping. This is like life architecture. So that's actually what we should call it, the iconic life architecture mapping process. But that's literally what it is. You're architecting your life. So this component is a small piece of that. And if you're looking to attract new construction, luxury new construction buyers, predictably, 2024 wasn't your greatest year, or you just want to make it better. You want to have predictable pipeline of non-broke people that will refer non-broke people to you. That's what we help you do. Part of this life architecting process / goal mapping process, this is all part of that before we even get in person. It's an in-person only, there's no virtual. In-person only 3-day event. The most value you can get and the fastest you can collapse time. When I say collapse time, I mean literally. The average time it takes for agents to go through our go through our do-it-yourself program is about 3.5 to 4 months. Even when we had it done for you, it still took them that long because they dragged feet, they dragged ass, they didn't really lifed, all that good stuff. The do-it-yourself is the same way. Well, here, we're gonna collapse an entire 6 months to year into 3 days, guaranteed. Meaning, when you step foot in that room, if you do everything we tell you before you get there, you step foot in the room, you're gonna have so much certainty and so much power. And in those 3 days, you're gonna have your entire marketing campaigns set up, understood how it works, and we're gonna help you celebrate. We've done this over and over again. There's no theory here. If you're tired of getting in your own way and you really wanna have a level of support, and this is just a little glimpse of what you'll get here. If you've ever joined one of our master classes, that's a little glimpse. When you get me, Nate, and the team in person, it's game over. So if you're serious and you're done BSing and following around, going with free solutions and dealing with a broke sphere, hoping you can pour blood from a rock, people ain't buying, they're waiting for the real estate apocalypse. You want to increase your price point, your broker's not supporting you, your team's not supporting you, your spouse is barely supporting you. You need to be there. You need to find a way to get there. Schedule a call with me. Let's have a conversation. See if you're a good fit. We do not allow assholes in our presence, and we don't work with people we don't want to work with. So it's going to be April 23rd, 24th, 25th, Pompano Beach, Florida. 3 days, pretty much the luxury vibes. We take care of everything once you get there. All you got to do is just come with a computer that's internet ready, not a tablet, a computer, because you're doing work. This is not a rah-rah, hey, this is what you need to do. Like, this is step-by-step, over the shoulder. Everything's set up when you leave. It's hands-on. I'm sitting next to you, nudging you, smacking you in the back of the head, giving you a high five, giving you a hug. Go you. But by the time you're done, you're done. After the event, you get access to lifetime support. So, interested? Book a call with me. We'll have a conversation. Go to theiconicagent.com. If you're just watching this, like, who the heck is this guy? If you'd like more information, you can find out what we do, the results that our clients have obtained, and we'd love to see you in Pompano or on the goal mapping / life architecting workshop. Comment on here if you'd like more info or click the links. We'll have a conversation soon.